Arthur, nice to see you back again. How are you doing? How did you come here? Like, did you find parking again easily? Yeah.
Yeah, it was alright. Yep, I dragged myself out of bed and no, getting to you is easy, it's fine. Parking's generally easy on the weekends.
Yeah, good. So, before we start, I would like anything to drink. I know that you coffee or water or something.
Yeah. I might just get a bottle of water if that's alright. Yeah, just a bit of water, that's fine.
Give me a sec.
Thank you.
There you are, Arthur.
Thank you very much.
So you're like a Tiger supporter.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah? They're going good this year.
They're going better. I'm a tragic Tiger supporter. I've been a Tiger supporter since I was a kid. And I've lived very many bad moments with them, but I've also lived the highs. But I think this year with the new coach we're doing better, and hopefully he's building for a few more better seasons, because the last three were terrible. Absolutely terrible. So 3 wooden spoons in a row.
Yeah.
So let's hope good old Benji Marshall can change all that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice. That's interesting.
But anyway.
So Arthur, since the last time I've seen you, we've worked together, like the fear you had, and as you mentioned before, you mentioned that you're doing all right, and you're going better. Like you started driving in the highways and everything, but you said that you wanted to talk to me. You want to see me again for maybe something else?
Yeah, well, you helped me out a lot with the driving. I've got to admit, like that was terrible, and I always had that fear. Just the fear, mainly the fear of highway driving, or driving on the motorways, because I just always felt trapped. I think it brought out my anxieties and what have you. So with that, with a few of the techniques that you taught me as well, some breathing exercises and what have you, slowly but surely I started to get a bit better with that. And I just started to introduce very small sections of freeway or highway driving to the point where I drive, and if I felt uncomfortable, I'm out. Get back on, uncomfortable, out, slowly.
Yeah.
But more so I started to, put some of those systems in place that you taught me to make myself more relaxed. So slowly but surely I started to, so I'm still not where I want to be there, but with your help, from where I started out to where I am now, I feel is it's a very big improvement.
It's nice that I hear that from you, and you improving yourself. Except this, is anything else you wanna talk to me? You wanna share with me?
Well, yeah. Look, for a while now, I've just been. A few things are on my mind. I think, as people, the older that we get, more you think about life more. I don't know whether it's a midlife crisis or not, but you think about life more. So honestly, I've been a bit heavy, a little bit heavy thoughts. Like I woke up feeling, just feeling that pressure again. Like I woke up feeling pressure of life. Obviously, as you're aware, like I'm 45 years of age now. I'm no young kid anymore. I'm not a spring chicken. I think, and as I was saying, I think the older that we get, we start to psychoanalyze life a little bit more and where we're going, and obviously where we want to be. Because when you're younger, you take things for granted. You're like, I'm only 20. I've got my whole life ahead of me to do well in business, to marry, to have kids, to whatever. So, you know, you blink and here I am at 45. And as also you're aware, like I have diabetes, which, you know, I've had since I was 26, which was a shock to me because I wasn't born with it. It came later on in life, and it affected me. It affected me mentally a lot because, you know, it's something new and it's something that you have to live with. It's not something that you can just wake up, take a pill, and it's gone. So it's an extra burden in life. So I think that's when I came and saw you about my driving. I think the catalyst for me starting to have anxiety attacks and panic was due to the fact that I became a diabetic at a later age. Obviously, it's something that I try to work on daily, but it increases the stress, the pressure, the anxiety, and, you know, and all those thoughts that go through my head. The other thing is, at 45 years of age, I find myself still alone. You know, I mean, although I've had relationships in the past, unfortunately, you know, they never really lasted. You know, life doesn't go the way we plan now, unfortunately. So I tend to find myself a little bit more alone these days. I feel, you know, my parents are getting older and just life's getting a bit harder. The other thing is, you know, when I go out and I see family and friends, like everyone around me has families, you know, they've got kids, or my nieces and nephews and what have you, they've all got kids. And sometimes I sit there and I find myself thinking, what went wrong, you know, like with me. And I think, you know, I keep thinking that perhaps women, well, these days, like, I don't know, but I feel like women don't give me a chance, you know, so, which also has a mental effect on me and adds to the stress and pressure. You know, like, if you asked me, 20-year-old me, you know, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I would have told you by the time I'm 26 to 28, I would have met someone, got married, had kids, you know, and started a family life. But obviously not everything goes to plan in life. And what we set out to do, sometimes, you know, it doesn't go the way you want it to. So I'm not saying that I haven't had a good life, but I'm starting to feel the pressures and the stress of life now. Yeah, it's not easy.
I see, and Alpha, you know, it's okay and it's normal to have these thoughts and any thoughts, but you mentioned about you have thoughts that the girls not giving you a chance. You wanna talk about it? You wanna tell me more about this thing? You thinking about women?
Well, I just think that I don't know whether it's society as itself. I think values have changed. You know, I think with the era of social media and what have you, you know, it's everyone's, you know, out there online playing around this and that. I think women are looking for more. They're looking for, you know, someone who's got money. Look, I don't know. I'm just saying that the dating game is a bit different. You know, I think, you know, this is just personal thoughts. I think maybe women's expectations have become unrealistic. It's harder to find, you know, and also the other thing is too, you know, being at the age that I am, a lot of the women that I do go for, you know, have kids, you know, around my age. Have already had kids, they're divorced or they're separated, or, you know, so they're in a different kind of frame of mind as well too. So it's also difficult to find someone who's, you know, in their early 30s without kids, unencumbered. So yeah, so a lot of times I feel that women want someone perfect, you know, someone without problems, you know, like I'm not gonna sit there and go, poor me with diabetes, but even that, you know, like there's a restriction there. There's, you know, like even if you go out on a date, if I want to drive somewhere to see a girl, I have the fear of driving. So, you know, there's a lot of complications. You know, obviously I'm not perfect, you know. I have health issues, as I've said, and responsibilities. And sometimes I feel like women can be judgmental. They can judge me before they even get to know me, you know. I try to hide it, my health problems, until, you know, I go out on a couple of dates, but eventually it surfaces. But yeah, women can be judgmental.
Yeah, I see that you have that concerns and that thoughts are coming into your head. And so when you have this thought come into your head and show up, what happens inside you?
That's a very it's like it's like a wave. It's like a big wave that you know. How can I put it to you? It's like suddenly there's a voice telling me, you know, that I'm behind. You know, that you're behind. You know, that you're chasing a game. You're behind, and that no one will want you. You know.